video, we're going to talk about the concept of irradiation as it relates to our block. Okay, so all irradiation is it's the summation of squeezing a bunch of things together. So anytime I irradiate my grip, for example, I generate more force. Okay, so let's say I was going to go pick up a kettlebell, right? If I were to just bend down and pick it up and just let my arm hang loose, okay, chances are I'm going to pull on my arm. I'm going to feel, I might feel some ligaments. If I do it quickly and awkwardly, I could potentially injure myself. Whereas if I get my hand on it and I squeeze it as hard as I can, all right, and then I tighten everything else up, okay? You can kind of see with my arm here, all right, like when I tense everything up as opposed to letting it go, you kind of see additional muscle tone. And what that's doing is it's kind of stiffening everything as a unit. So I'm thinking, I want to crush this kettlebell, all right? And as I pick it up then, I'm packing my shoulder back, okay? I'm tightening my arm, tightening my wrist, my elbow, all the muscles around it, and I'm picking it up, all right? So now everything's kind of functioning together as a unit to stabilize much better, okay? So we say, tighten your core when we're, in a plank position or whatever. The same goes for any area of my body. So let's say I'm going to, pick something up off the ground. I'm going to pack my shoulders back, I'm going to stiffen my arms, and I'm going to stand up, all right? If I were going to pick something up as well, okay, I stiffen my core with my shoulders, all right? So they're in a stabilizing role. When stuff is stiff, we're not going to be able to move it, obviously. But one of the other benefits of irradiation as it relates to the block is when I squeeze the block in a certain area, I'm going to get more strength and motion out of other areas, all right? So an example of that is when we're doing cars, all right, I tell my client, okay, I want you to be about 20% stiff, all right? They might not have as much mobility, like they might be out here, all right, because I'm not generating much force. Whereas if I wanted to force some more mobility, I wanted to get more mobility, what I could do is squeeze the block between my knees as hard as I can, get as tight as I can everywhere else, and just try to grind more motion out here as I'm coming through. All right, so because I'm squeezing everything else, I get more power and force that I can generate with the one free limb or extremity. Okay. By the same time, let's say I wanted to press overhead. Okay, I could do the same thing. All right. I can maybe press. Let's say this was a weight I could push press up and just with my body without getting everything stiff. Now, if I wanted to stiffen everything up, it's going to help me to generate more force and then let go. So now, and this can really be extrapolated for any upper body exercise. I like this a lot for, let's say, even bench pressing. I can squeeze a block between my knees and I'm going to be able to press a little bit more. Let's say I'm doing a TRX row or any kind of row. I can squeeze and I'm going to be able to really generate more force with my lats and with the areas that are free. Okay, so that's another way to think about it is irradiate as much as you can. That's going to give you a more powerful contraction, and you're going to be able to generate more force with whatever you're doing in relation to squeezing the block.